What's going on, Call of Duty community? Wantsome back here on the mic for you guys yet again for another Alienware Arena bracket breakdown. And we're here in the studio to give you guys some coverage here of the second round of the upper bracket of the championship bracket, and also the first round of the lower bracket. So we are into round number 2 here for this championship bracket. We did 1, 2, 3 casts for you guys of that first round. So hopefully everybody enjoyed that. If you didn't see it, check it out. They're on the archive there at e-rev.tv. We did Gen versus Diverse. We did BL Gaming versus Thunder Chickens. And then we also did, man, who was that other? Oh, we did Binary Gaming versus Praetorians. So we casted actually 2 LAN teams this last week. The Praetorians and Generation X, Gen X there, both of which lost pretty heftily. But we did at least get to see them there. So some new blood in there. Let's take a look here at this week, guys. Again, for those of you, before we go to the bracket, those of you perhaps watching this for the first time, this is for the NVIDIA Black Ops launch tournament on Alienware Arena. It's $1,500 on the line, $750 for first, $500 for second, $250 for third. And we are going to finish this thing up by the 24th of this month. So it's been a long tournament. I had a lot of teams here involved with everything. And we're winding down here. So we're going to do 2 matches a week, and we're going to try and do at least 1 of each round, so we can get a lot of this Black Ops action on the air for you. And again, it's a CTF tournament. We know there's been sort of that switch to search and destroy, and we're gonna finish this one out, guys. So. Let's kick it here. I'm going to throw up some stuff in front of me. Let's kick it to the bracket here. Take a look at the second round of the upper bracket. So in the first round, Team Dynamic faced e-rev. That was a close one, 3-2 there. Team Dynamic moves on. And we also then Diverse versus Gen X. Diverse now going under Frag Dominant. Diverse, I mean, they destroyed Generation X there, 23-0. And Diverse and Team Dynamic will meet up there in that top of the bracket. That's going to be another good matchup. And now on this one, I'm a little conflicted, okay, because I thought Team Dynamic would actually play much better against e-rev. I wouldn't say much better because I didn't get to see it. I didn't watch a demo or anything. I thought that would have been a lopsided score. I thought Team Dynamic would win that one, maybe in a 7-2 split or something like that. So, it makes me wonder how prepared Team Dynamic is, whether they've moved on to Search and Destroy again. I don't know. I'm not that active in the Search and Destroy community as we've been casting the CTF tournament here for NVIDIA. So Team Dynamic and Diverse, I would predict this to be yet another close one. I would give the overall talent edge to Team Dynamic, but after watching Diverse / Frag Dominant, they look to be pretty polished. They look to be pretty practiced. Again, they had a little bit of a lopsided victory there on Radiation. So this one's going to be close. I'm going to say, and this is going to be like an if then or whatever sort of prediction here. Team Dynamic, they prepare. They're going to, they'll win. They have the more talented roster as long as it is active. However, Diverse, from my knowledge, just looking at Xfire, things like that, they play more often. So I'm going to have an upset here with Diverse taking down Team Dynamic. And again, I could be way off base here with how active Team Dynamic actually is. But I'm going to take Frag Dominant / Diverse there in an upset in the first round. And I almost never get those right. So just put that on the record here. Next up is going to be the winner here, Divine Talent and BL Gaming. So the winner of the Team Dynamic Diverse matchup will play the winner of Divine Talent and BL Gaming. Here is probably my even matchup for the week between all of these teams. And the one below this actually should be pretty close as well. But Divine Talent, BL Gaming. BL Gaming, we casted against Thunder Chickens. They won heftily. And then Adaptive Gaming and Divine Talent went at it, and Divine Talent walked away with a 5-2 victory there. And, Divine Talent definitely played, fairly well throughout the beginning of this tournament. They actually improved as time went on as they got some of their players back into the game. And then I don't, honestly, again, guys, I apologize. I don't know where a lot of these teams stand now that the focus have shifted away from CTF. So, of these 2 teams, BL Gaming has been the one surprising people. Which they're no longer a surprise by any means. They are a good team. So I'm going to take BL Gaming to take on Divine Talent. I'm going to put BL Gaming over Divine Talent to move on to the next round. This is another one of those, like I said, it's going to be a really close one, I think. Depending on, the map this week, I should have mentioned the map is launch. So it's, that might actually be pretty interesting since that's the actual map choice. So that one's up in the air. All of these are up in the air, but I'm going to take BL Gaming to defeat Divine Talent. And we'll go down here to the lower part of the bracket here as VVV, one of the premier teams left in this tournament, forfeit to the Dog Pound Gangstas, who are a search and destroy team that came to play CTF, and now the focus is back on search and destroy. So DPG's storied bunch of gamers there in Call of Duty, getting that forfeit win over VVV. Now, had VVV played, they win. Flat out, VVV would have won that. Nothing to take away from DPG, just VVV was the better team. And the Dog Pound Gangsters will be playing Massive Unit, who beat HRG. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, because I picked HRG to beat Massive Unit, by a wide margin. I casted Massive Unit. I wasn't super impressed by them in the cast that we did of them. However, High Rollers Gaming, when we casted them early on, I was impressed by them. But again, unless something happened there that I'm not aware of, Massive Unit, showing some strength there as they defeat High Rollers Gaming 1-6 or 6-1, I should say. So Massive Unit goes on to play the DPG, if Massive Unit is capable of knocking off HRG, I will take them against the DPG. So good luck to both teams there, and we'll move on to the last match in the upper bracket in round number 2. Lollards of Lancasters did defeat Insomnia Saints 9-2, and Binary Gaming had a big victory there over the Praetorians 23-2. Now these are probably the two most talented teams overall playing each other. It's still in the upper bracket right now. So Lollards of Lancaster, they turned some heads there, early on in this tournament. They are, a well-known team now, and Binary Gaming as well is they continue to knock off number 1s, number 2s, number 3s when we were doing our rankings there for CTF for Black Ops on e-rev TV. So this one, Binary Gaming, I'm going to give them the edge here over Lollards of Lancaster. However, this one, as all of these, as we get into the championship bracket, could go either way. And you guys are going to get tired of me saying that, but Binary Gaming is going to be the stronger team in my opinion. I will take them in that victory over Lollards of Lancaster. So let's go down to the bottom bracket real quick and run through some things. e-rev versus Generation X. e-rev's going to win that one. Adaptive Gaming versus Thunder Chickens. That one's going to be a close one, but I'm going to take... let's see. I'll take Adaptive Gaming in that one versus Thunder Chickens. As I've seen both teams play. It's just been a while since I've seen Adaptive Gaming play. VVV versus High Rollers Gaming. This could potentially be a great matchup. However, VVV forfeited last week, so I don't even know if they're still alive. I got to get it cubed, all those guys, and see if they're even still playing. They may not be. They may be done. And then HRG again. They lost a match that I was sure that they would win. But both of these are two really strong teams that are still in it. So. I'll take HRG simply for the fact that they played last week. So I don't know if VVV is still in it or not. I'll take HRG in the fact that at least they showed up to play. And then the last one here, Insomnia Saints versus Praetorians. Insomnia Saints, let's see, they scored... let's find them somewhere here, guys. They played Lollards of Lancaster. They went 9-2 with Lollards of Lancaster. The Praetorians are a land team. I want to say they are from Lansing, Michigan. I actually have it written down here. Yeah, they're from Lansing, Michigan, from the PC Pipeline Land Center there. Big shout out to those guys as they actually went through the trouble of going in and changing all the names on the Steam on the LAN machines so that we could cast them correctly. So big ups to them for doing that for us. However, Insomnia Saints, considering the fact that they scored on Lollards of Lancaster twice and held them to 9 caps, I'm going to take Insomnia Saints over that. So I'm predicting that both land teams will be out of the running after this week, as this is doubly limb. So, and that is going to be your lineups here for the 3rd of March on the map launch for this NVIDIA Call of Duty Black Ops launch tournament. $1,500 on the line yet again. Some money on the line here, guys, and things are going to start heating up, and we'll start hopefully, seeing some serious matches here. And I think we're going to see quite a few this week. The upper bracket, all of them are impressive teams. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll kick back to camera here, as I've probably blabbed enough for you guys for the week. So hopefully you guys enjoy it a little more so than, maybe an article of greater than and less than signs for you guys to look at. this team greater than that team. So that's my prediction for this week. I know it was a little bit fuzzy on who's going to win, who's not, but I gave you a team for each one at least. And again, my apologies for not being, real in the loop as far as how active these teams are. I need to get on that for you guys. And hopefully this week will tell tales as far as who's actually still playing this game and who's not, as these top tier teams start meeting each other. So make sure you guys tune in on the 3rd. I believe we're going to have at least one match scheduled. Right now, I think we were going to do Divine Talent versus BL Gaming. Is what people were telling me they wanted to see. I would like to do Binary versus Lollards of Lancaster, so maybe we'll do 2, but for sure 1. I'll get that scheduled on the site for you guys tonight, as I got to get into match comms and check and see when teams are playing and all that kind of stuff. And we'll get some stuff on the air for you guys for this round 2 of the NVIDIA Call of Duty Black Ops launch tournament at Alienware Arena. So until next time, until the cast, guys, I was Eric Wantsome. I was your host here for the Alienware Arena Black Ops bracket breakdown, as I trip over my words a little bit there. I saved it, I think. But so that'll be it for us, guys. Check everything else out at e-rev TV. Check out my show, Flavor of the Week Gamer. Check out our StarCraft 2, our Han, our League of Legends casting. You can actually cast League of Legends now. What else have we got? Counter-Strike every week. So make sure you guys check out all that stuff and show us some love there. So until next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.